Unlocking timeless wisdom for love and intimacy. Insights from a 72-year-old woman. Have you ever wondered what a wise, elderly woman could teach us about the complexities of love and intimacy in relationships? Picture this: a simple conversation with someone who has lived through decades of life experiences, someone whose insights could transform the way you connect with your partner, deepening the bond you share. Today, we'll embark on a journey into the profound wisdom of Grandma Amalia, a 72-year-old woman whose timeless advice about love, intimacy, and relationships has the potential to reshape how we approach communication and affection in our marriages. As we delve into the transformative insights shared by Grandma Amalia, I invite you to stay with us until the very end. These pearls of wisdom may just change the way you think about intimacy, love, and the emotional connections that form the foundation of any meaningful relationship. By the end of this video, you'll gain fresh perspectives on how to nurture deeper, more meaningful connections with the ones you love. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. This way, you'll stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means the world to us. If you find value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message of love and wisdom. Let's begin by embarking on a journey into the heart of one woman's lifelong understanding of love and intimacy. The journey to wisdom. Clara's quest. In a small, isolated village nestled among rolling hills and pristine rivers, there lived a woman renowned for her wisdom. This woman, affectionately known as Grandma Amalia, was more than just an elder in the community. She was a healer of hearts, a counselor who soothed troubled spirits, and a guide who helped many navigate the complexities of love and human relationships. Her reputation for offering insightful counsel reached far beyond her village, and people from all walks of life traveled great distances just to seek her advice. Among those drawn to Grandma Amalia's wisdom was Clara, a young woman in her late 20s. Clara, filled with questions about love and intimacy, longed to deepen the emotional connection with her husband. Struggling with uncertainty about how to navigate the physical and emotional aspects of marriage, Clara had heard stories about Grandma Amalia from her childhood. The tales of the elderly woman's profound insights had captivated Clara's imagination for years. Driven by a desire to find answers and strengthen her marriage, Clara decided to journey to Grandma Amalia's village in search of guidance. It wasn't an easy journey. Clara crossed vast valleys, climbed steep hills, and waded through fast-flowing rivers, her heart filled with anticipation. When she finally arrived at the village, her body was weary from the long travel, but her spirit was full of hope. The villagers, warm and welcoming, quickly ushered Clara to Grandma Amalia's humble cottage. The cottage, surrounded by blooming flowers and overgrown ivy, seemed to radiate warmth and peace. Inside the cottage, the ambiance was serene and inviting. The gentle flicker of a crackling fire in the hearth cast a soft glow across the room, and the smell of herbal tea filled the air. Grandma Amalia greeted Clara with a gentle smile, her eyes twinkling with the wisdom of a lifetime. She invited Clara to sit by the fire, where they would begin their conversation about love, intimacy, and the challenges that Clara had been facing in her marriage. The conversation about intimacy, more than physicality. With a slight hesitation, Clara began to speak. She shared her struggles, asking Grandma Amalia about the role of physical intimacy in marriage, including the topic of oral sex. The room fell into a quiet, sacred stillness as Grandma Amalia pondered Clara's question. After a moment of reflection, she began to speak with deep empathy, offering her thoughts on the subject. Grandma Amalia explained that marital intimacy should never be reduced to a mere physical act. Instead, it should be a sacred exchange, a deep connection between two people that goes beyond the body. She emphasized the importance of mutual respect, affection, and emotional closeness in any intimate act. Intimacy, according to Grandma Amalia, was about the heart and soul, not just physical pleasure. She further advised that acts like oral sex should only be pursued if they stem from a place of mutual desire and love. There should never be any room for obligation or discomfort. True intimacy, she said, arises when both partners feel safe, respected, and emotionally connected. The essence of intimacy, Grandma Amalia explained, lies in the emotional energy exchanged between partners. When it is rooted in love, intimacy becomes a celebration of the relationship. Clara listened intently, deeply moved by the simplicity and depth of Grandma Amalia's words. She had been searching for answers, but she had not expected such a profound revelation about the emotional and spiritual dimensions of intimacy. The elderly woman's advice made Clara realize that intimacy was not about following societal norms or pleasing her partner at the expense of her own feelings. It was about creating a space for open communication and mutual understanding. The importance of open communication. A personal story. Grandma Amalia paused, taking a sip of her tea, and then shared a personal story from her own life. She spoke of a couple named Juan and Maria, who lived in the same village many years ago. Juan and Maria had been deeply in love, but over time, their intimacy had become routine, and their passion began to fade. Maria confided in Grandma Amalia, expressing her concerns about the diminishing connection she felt with her husband. The intimacy that once felt vibrant and full of life now felt monotonous. Grandma Amalia, understanding the emotional landscape of such a situation, advised Maria to have an open and honest conversation with Juan. She encouraged her to express her feelings, desires, and fears. Heeding her advice, Maria sat down with Juan, and they shared their thoughts and emotions freely. In doing so, they were able to reignite the spark in their relationship and discover new ways to connect and explore their love. They realized that intimacy was more than just physical acts. It was about being present, vulnerable, and authentic with one another. This story deeply resonated with Clara. She recognized that the key to a fulfilling and lasting connection with her husband was not simply in fulfilling physical desires, but in nurturing a deep emotional connection. Intimacy was about mutual respect, communication, and a willingness to grow together as a couple. The wisdom that transcends time. As Clara prepared to leave Grandma Amalia's cottage, she felt a profound sense of peace and clarity. The wisdom shared with her was not just about intimacy or marriage. It was about understanding the deeper dynamics of love and communication in all relationships. Clara realized that love was a living, breathing entity that required constant care, attention, and open communication. Grandma Amalia's advice had opened Clara's eyes to the importance of building relationships on a foundation of respect, trust, and mutual growth. Intimacy, she now understood, was not merely a physical exchange. It was a way of connecting on a spiritual and emotional level. Clara left the village with a heart full of gratitude, knowing that she had received invaluable lessons that would help her nurture her marriage and approach her relationship with a deeper sense of understanding and respect. Her journey had been transformative, and as she made her way back home, she reflected on the wisdom of a woman who had lived through so much and yet remained so full of love, insight, and clarity. Lessons learned, building deeper connections. In the end, the key takeaway from Grandma Amalia's wisdom is simple yet profound. True intimacy is about more than just physical acts. It is about building a strong emotional and spiritual connection with your partner, rooted in love, respect, and communication. Intimacy should be an expression of mutual desire, not an obligation, and should always be a space where both partners feel safe, valued, and heard. The wisdom shared by Grandma Amalia serves as a reminder that the most fulfilling relationships are those where both individuals are open, honest, and deeply connected to one another. Whether you are in a marriage, a long-term partnership, or any other relationship, the principles of love, respect, and open communication will always be the foundation of a truly meaningful connection. I hope this video has enriched your understanding of love and intimacy. What insights have you gained from Grandma Amalia's wisdom? How can you apply these lessons in your own life? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video.